Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to Hold the Ball, your home of pure rugby league. I've got a very special and frequent guest with me here today, my brother Sam. What's been happening? Sorry, Wobblin Draw. Apologies. What's been happening, Wobblin Draw? Sorry about that.
Howdy, hold the ball. Thank you for having me once again. We revived the streak that we didn't do last weekend, but we were both enjoying Magic Round. It was a fantastic weekend, but we're back on the horse this week, and I'm just kicking back, relaxing tonight. Thank goodness, mate. It's all on you this evening, bro.
Yeah, well, we spoke about it before we started, and again, thank you again for joining in. Yes, just quickly as well. Last week, Wobblin Joe and I actually managed to catch up and hang out, and we enjoyed, we enjoyed each other's company. It was really cool. But yes, that's right. The last couple of streams, I've had the pleasure, and I suppose you not so much, of watching the Cowboys versus other teams. This is the first time where we actually get to see the Warriors versus another team. So Wobblin Joe is definitely rested, relaxed. Whereas I'm very nervous and I do not want to see a loss as well. So that is how I'm feeling today. In saying that though, obviously I'll be commentating Warriors. You'll be commentating Bulldogs. Wobblin Joe, before we sort of kick things off, did you want to give us a list of the Bulldogs and who's playing, please?
Yeah, no worries. Well, first of all, hold the ball, mate. I've got to pick a couple of outsiders to win this weekend, and unfortunately, bro, not because I want to try and offend you, but I'm tipping the Bulldogs tonight, mate. I'm tipping the Doggies tonight. I reckon they can get them, but I am, got the heart with the Warriors, but the mind with the Dogs sort of thing. So in at fullback for the Bulldogs is Hayes Perham, Jacob Carraz, and Blake Wilson in jersey 19. The wingers, Blake Wilson makes his debut in favour for Josh Adokar, who was a late scratching, I believe, late yesterday evening or this morning. Jake Avarillo, fantastic form he's in. He is partnering Paul Alamotti in the centres. Reynolds and Burton are the halves pairing, with Burton being the captain. Forward pack, King, Marnie, Pengai Jr. Back row, Waddell, Preston, Harrison, Edwards, the interchange. Fatala Mariner is coming off the bench in jersey number 13 instead of starting. And Kyle Oluwapu, Jaden Okunbo, and Franklin Pele round out the bench, with Curtis Morin in as jersey 18 or jersey number 23 in his case.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Wobblin Joe. And the Warriors on the other end actually had last minute changes, so to speak. So I'll give you a rundown quickly. The fullback is Cenac, chance to go cool start. The wingers are DWZ as well as Marcelo Montoya. The centers are Rocco Berry and Adam Pompey. The halves are Ronald Walkman as well as Sean Johnson. Now, this is where things here get a little bit different. Adam Funnell-Blake and Bunty for the props. However, at hooker is Lussick, similar to what the Warriors pulled off last week, where Egan will be in the bench. Curran and New Gore are the second rows, and Toy Harris is the captain. When Egan, Dylan Walker, Ale, as well as Sirinen make their way into the bench, pushing, unfortunately, Sifakula to the reserves. Tane Tolpiki becomes the 18th man. So, obviously, the Warriors sort of, again, a bit, just a few changes here and there. Obviously, a tactical change. Wobblin Joe, if you don't mind, why would you put Lussick in front of Egan for the second week in a row? Injury? Yeah. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, not too sure, mate. But Lussick it goes very well. Wade Egan won't soak up that initial contact, even though he's well used to it by now, with the likes of King and Pengai Jr. coming at him as well. So, look, I like that Lussick and Egan are a combination. But you've got Dylan Walker in there as well, who is a 14. But it's a smaller bench for the Warriors this weekend. Tom Ale really being the only pure front rower on the interchange bench, and Bailey Sirinen, he's copped criticism over the past couple of seasons, but I think this year he's actually been quite a hard worker for you blokes, actually. So I'm not opposed to seeing Bailey Sirinen, but I think the Bulldogs absolutely are the bigger of the two. But Aiden Fanua-Blake and Tohu Harris, Bunty Afoa, in particularly Fanua Blake and Harris, have both in absolutely sensational form, mate. So this is going to be a great game. These two sides met earlier on this season. It was a narrow victory towards the Warriors. Let's pray that there are no controversies to the degree that happened last night between the Storm and Broncos that might happen in this game right now, man. I'm crossing my fingers, absolutely everything, that there are no dramas at all with the refereeing standards tonight, mate.
Well, unfortunately, Wobblin Joe, the Warriors are playing, so we'll run out of luck. So it's just the way it's going to go. So we'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, look, you mentioned the forward pack, and absolutely. I mean, Franklin Bellet, apologies, who's playing there for the Bulldogs, former Sharks player. He's a ginormous person himself. I'll just give you a rundown on the stats. He's 190 centimeters and 132 kgs. he's
Forget about it.
I would even argue and say that, yeah, I mean, Jaden Okunbor, I believe, is actually taller than virtually every single Warriors player I'm pretty sure, besides probably Toy Harris. But again, it is a big forward pack. Warriors going small, playing a bit of small ball, if you will, to steal the coin there, term there from basketball fans. Look, obviously, if you just want to talk about recent form, where would you be heading in terms of recent performances, Wobblin Jaw, in terms of this match here, if you were to predict who wins?
Okay. Well, the Warriors, for all the teams that are sitting outside of the 8 at the moment, they're the best team at the moment, as we see the Warriors starting to make their way out of the dressing rooms. The Warriors are the best team outside of the 8 at this point in time, for sure. Taking the Panthers all the way to the edge last weekend, and the Melbourne Storm and the Roosters as well over the past 3 or so weeks. So they're looking at they're staring down the barrel of 4 losses tonight. They've got the bye next weekend. I am tipping the Dogs, though, because the Warriors, they are battered and bruised, and they are a smaller team list at the moment, as we see the Warriors now hitting the grass out there at Accor Stadium. But they are definitely the best team that are outside the top 8 at the moment. And the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs took the Raiders all the way to the edge. They had a horrible start, and then they beat the Dragons. So they've got the attack to worry the Warriors, but this is attack versus defense. It's the defense of the Warriors versus the attack of the Bulldogs tonight at Accor Stadium. And just quickly, the odds for this game, I'll just press back. The Bulldogs are the outsiders at $2.15. Whereas the Warriors are $1.71 favorites. So forget what the hell I'm saying about tipping the Bulldogs. The pundits out there clearly think the Warriors should still deserve favoritism. So Bulldogs have now just hit the paddock, and we're only a minute away from kickoff, mate.
Yeah, look, absolutely. And again, thank you for that, Wobblin Jaw. I'm just so that you and I hopefully in sync. I'm seeing Bungai Jr. on screen.
Yes, sir. Me too.
Yep, cool, beautiful. Yes, and Wobblin Jaw sort of touched on as well the attack of the Bulldogs versus the defense of the Warriors. Obviously, the Warriors have made some changes there with Volkman coming in. So again, for this game here, I'm hoping that we can see a more better execution and attack for the Warriors. Obviously, with Volkman playing against Sean Johnson. I will also have this just quickly to say as well. Volkman, in my opinion, is not a 5'8", but he's going to play 5'8" anyway. That is what it is. But anyway, we're about to kick off now, Wobblin Jaw.
Yes, right, sir.
I'll let you. Yeah, hopefully we're in sync. I'll adjust if need be. All right. So we've got Pompey steering, and he's just about to kick off right now. There we go. Go the Wars.
All righty. You might have to put pause on just for a couple of seconds, mate. So kickoff is underway. The Warriors have kicked off, and the Bulldogs have got the ball through Max King, and they're running off left to right of your television sets. And Max King is swarmed upon by about 5 Warriors there. Play the ball, tackle 1. Ball is in the hands of Waddell, and he is met by the Warriors on the 20-meter line. Waiting for a play the ball. Play the ball comes now. Reed Marnie passes left all the way. There's a massive shift already all the way out to the other second rower in Jacob Preston. And he is, in my eyes, already up for Rookie of the Year calculations. Preston plays the ball. Tackle 3. Pangai Jr. pops it off to jersey number 17 and Harrison Edwards, the lock coming in for Talon Mariner to start the game. For Talon Mariner on the bench. 4th tackle now. Ball's in the hands with Reynolds. He puts Waddell back under, but is met solidly there by Freddie Lussick. Good stuff. Halfway, center field. Matt Burton's got the ball, and he puts it way up high, mate.
There we go. And a big bomber kick there. Hopefully it can be collected. And DWZ collects that ball there nicely, but is met well there. Oh, and it's a penalty as well. Tackle in there or offside. Apologies, hang on. I just need to see that replay because, yeah, I don't know what happened there. Hang on. So he jumps up. Look, I'll take it, but soft penalty in my opinion. Just going to be up front there.
No, now, well, don't you? Well, you've earned it. You boys deserve a bit of luck like that, don't you?
I suppose, but anyway. We'll be in the other end there. That's why I feel that way. Anyway, so Sean Johnson just kicked the ball on that halfway line again, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are well. Here we go. And again, the Warriors, the ball going through the hands of your big Bunty. And Bunty, I thought, was definitely a fan favorite. I can say that for a fact, as I was there witnessing his name get chanted all the time there. As Freddie Lusk plays the ball for Toy Harris, off to Johnson, and New Gotti with the ball, trying to pump a few more meters there. Warriors again, about 35 meters out from the try line here. Lussick looking left, right, goes left this time here. Off to Eden for Blake, and he's been the player I suppose the Warriors have been looking forward to on a week-to-week basis with this big run. Speaking of big runs there, steals about 8 odd meters in that run. Third now off to Toy Harris. Harris off to Johnson. Johnson with the ball in hand off to Volkman. But a beautiful sizing tackle there. I believe that is, goodness me, the name eludes me. Going there right now, there's Toy Harris with the ball. And he dummies it off to Johnson. Johnson, but again, Preston. Beautiful tackle there as well from Preston. Oh, Johnson looks a little bit worse for wear. Fifth and last, 31 meters gained. Volkman with the ball. Bombs it up high. Here we go.
And up, jumping high above the pack is Jacob Kiraz, and he's going to play the ball right on the 10-meter line. And Josh Reynolds decides to go down the blind side. The right edge gives it off to Avarillo, but he's going to be nearly taken into touch, but stops there at the 20-meter line. Plays the ball. Reynolds passes infield towards Jacob Kiraz, and he is stopped there primarily by Harris and Afoa. In a dummy half, Waddell passes out to Perham, and now here's Pengai Jr. takes it up over the 30-meter line by about 5 or so meters. They're 15 meters away from the halfway line on fourth tackle. Perham's got the ball in hand, passes left to Burton. Burton runs himself. Great stuff. The halfback deciding to run there, taking a hit up for the team. Last tackle now. Marnie waits at dummy half. Here's Reynolds, and Reynolds drives it downfield.
Big bomb. Okay, here we go. And there to receive it is Marcelo Montoya. And he's just going to do what he knows best, run it up the guts. Tackled well there by the Doggies. Volkman acting dummy half straight onto Cenac here. And Chance Cookstad is going to try steal some meters, but not to be, as gets wrapped up there by the blue wall. The blue wall there of the Doggies. Dylan Watson, it's Lesniak there, but he's met well again. Doggies aggressive early. Warriors there with the ball in hand. Going out right this time here through Newcotti. And a nice low tackle there. Gee whiz, here we go. Fourth tackle set now. Lussick off to Harris. Harris with the ball. Opts the fake pass it though, and he gets tackled about 5 meters over the halfway line here. Fifth and last here of the Warriors, 42 meters gained. Johnson just gives it a big kick in the air.
And the young debutant takes it very well, and he's going to play the ball about 12 meters out from his own try line. Bit of an arm wrestle here in the initial stages by both sides. 4.5 minutes gone in this first half. Play the ball by Alamotti on the 20-meter line, center field, and here's Jacob Kiraz to make 10 or so meters. Well done, young man. Kiraz having a great season himself. Marnie passes left to the ruck, finds Perham. Perham darts up very quickly towards the 40-meter line, but is stopped just short. Marnie darts out a dummy half to the left-hand side of the ruck and makes himself about 12, 13 meters. Play number 5 now. Perham passes right, infield. Josh Reynolds, center of the paddock, and he drives it downfield, mate.
Here we go, and collected well there by Marcelo Montoya. And again, runs about 5 odd meters in that exchange. Volkman with the ball. Off to Pompey. Pompey, I believe, is about a second touch of the night. Again, just over 5 minutes here, the first half gone. Lussick with the ball. Goes out right off to Dylan Watson, Selesniak, DWZ, and he's going to try and have a bit of a decent run there. Cracks about 8 odd meters. Lussick now, Warriors on the front foot, off to Cenac, and he tries to step his way through, and he does. Gets a one-handed run as well before he's collected by the Doggies. A good run there over the halfway line here, the Warriors. And Lussick there with the dummy run, and he opts to run with the ball, and he's running still. Oh, gee whiz, and he's tackled there about 30 meters out now. Fifth and last here, Cenac off to Johnson. Johnson just goes for a little bit of a darting little kick. What happens?
Well done. Well done. Hold the ball.
Gee whiz, I was actually really nervous there. I wasn't sure if there was going to stay in goal. Phew. Yeah. That was good there. The Warriors, obviously, the front foot there. Off that Freddie Lussick run that I suppose had everyone confused, probably even himself, but it seemed to get the momentum going and obviously laid the platform there as you see Sean Johnson on the screen. Matt Burton, what sort of kick he's going to, what dropout kick are we going to see from this dude? Got the best bomb in the NRL. Here we go. Volkman collects it. A little bit messy there, but the Warriors fortunately gather the ball there. And again, you got Lussick. Dummy half goes out left. off to Eden for Noah Blake, and he steps Bangai Jr. You got to watch out for that lethal step he has. I tell you, he's got a brilliant, beautiful left step. All right, here we go. Johnson the ball. Warriors attacking. Newcore, but again, met well there by Marnie. We all know Marnie. He's the epitome of a Bulldog. He's just such a hearty player. Going out left us this time here. Bar 4. Gee, was nearly close. 4 meters. 4 meters up from the try line here. Fourth tackle now. Johnson goes for a kick. Curran. Yes!
Yeah, man.
And I love, just quickly as well, shout out to Josh Curran's mum and dad. Wonderful people as well, I'm sure. I think Wobblin Jaw also just saw them around the place, but it was just good to see him. But yes, Josh Curran, let's go. Man, I love Josh Curran. Beautiful try there by the Warriors. Sorry, Wobblin Jaw.
No, all good, man. Yeah, Perham was infield, Josh Reynolds, and everybody else was way up in the line. Sean Johnson just way too clever, and Curran, well done to him, man. After a bit of a slow start, he didn't find himself in the pack for the first 3 or so weeks of the season, mate. But since he's come on, he's been bloody solid for you blokes. So well done. After 8 minutes of play, the Warriors are up 4 points to 0. And let me just say as well that the Warriors, this is their first game at Sydney Olympic Park since 2020. And the last time they played there, they beat the Bulldogs 20 points to 14. So it's off to a good start here for the New Zealand Warriors, man.
I can always count you for positive history. Thank you, Wobblin Jaw. Beautiful. And again, as we see Sean Johnson there lining up. Yeah, look, I really wanted to see the attack here for the Warriors. Again, it's only been about, nearly 10 minutes there. Obviously, with Walkman, but I'm not going to say I see much of a difference, respectfully, but it's good to see a bit more, I suppose, weaponry used, if you will, a bit more tactics used, in the attack. Sean Johnson, he fooled us, but it goes in there. I'll tell you what, though, just quickly, I love seeing Latrell Mitchell with his conversions right in the sideline, and as he kicked them, looking at us in the crowd, bro, loved it.
Man. No, he's great entertainment. Look, the Bulldogs through Reed Marnie initially started to quicken up the pace, and the Warriors instantly hit straight back at you and back at them. And there wasn't a whole lot of, it was great work, but not anything too finessey, if you know what I mean. So, Bulldogs, a bit of a slow start there. They need to ramp it up now as kickoff commences now.
Here we go. And again, Bunty from the back fence. Bang! Collides into the Doggies there. You love to see it. Here we go again. Warriors on the front foot here now. Freddie Lussick with the ball. Off to Curran, the try scorer. You can always notice him with his wonderful Aboriginal Indigenous headgear there. All right, here we go. Second tackle set now. Going out right this time here to Tohu Harris. And he's slipping out of a tackle there. Yeah, Warriors managing to break a few tackles early. Good to see. Going out left this time, off to Eden for Noah Blake. And again, attracts a few defenders as per usual. Warriors now marching up slowly to the halfway line here. But they opt to go for a kick on the fourth tackle here, Wobblin Jaw.
Yeah, young Ronald Volkman kicked just beyond his 40-metre line, and Perham takes it on his own in goal, makes himself about 15 metres before he's met there by the try scorer, Josh Curran. Play will begin on the right edge, closest to the touchline. The ref says, Perham, you've got to take it back a foot. By the way, Ben Cummins is the referee tonight, so expect something crazy, unfortunately. Jacob Kiraz is met hugely by Lussick. Great defense there by the Warriors. Midfield now, tackle number 2. Ball goes out left. Harrison Edwards able to make about 5 or so metres. Stopped just short of the 30-metre line. It's tackle number 3 now. The ball goes out left towards Preston. He makes about 6 or so metres. Reed Marnie waits at dummy half, passes right back in field towards Max King, the big front rower who's having a tough old season himself. Max King will play the ball 5 metres short of the halfway line, and Burton will kick, will put up a huge bomb, and Chance takes it. Well done.
Wow. My gosh. Dude. Nah, I'm not. Nah. DWZ with the ball. I'm not even going to attempt to catch that, man. That was crazy. Good catch there by Cenac. That'll Watson is with the ball now, gets tackled. First tackle set. Now second, off to a rampaging at Montoya. And again, he'll be very happy signing a contract with the Warriors very recently in the last 2 weeks there. And week. And Cenac with the ball carries it over. Warriors of the halfway line here on the front foot now, about 40 meters out. Now Johnson opposite kick, and these chasers here to go. Bang.
All right, Hayes Perham takes it on his own 10 on the far left edge of the paddock, and Warriors take him back a couple of meters. This is a really good game from the Warriors so far. Burton passes right infield towards Paul Alamotti, and he makes about 5 or so meters. The Bulldogs' ruck speed, the middle defense man, not moving quick enough or intense enough for my liking. Warriors making a hell of a lot of headway straight up the guts, bro. As Jacob Kiraz plays the ball 15 meters out from the halfway line, and through Jake Avarillo, he will play the ball on tackle number 4, about 5 meters short of the 40-meter line. Burton puts in a crossfield kick down towards the 20-meter line. Is it a 40-20 meter attempt? 40-20 attempt? In any event, chance to a quick look start now. It has got the ball.
And he's tackled well there by Preston. And again, Warriors with the ball there through the hands of Rocco Berry. I think that's his first touch or second touch of the game. But it's good to see Rocco Berry back. Hasn't played since round 14 of last year. All right, here we go. Marcelo Montoya. He only knows one way, Wobblin, doing that straight up the guts there as he pushes Marnie back. And again, Lussick there the run, but a bit of an unorthodox approach there by Reynolds, but he gets him down nonetheless. And Adam from All Black, you'll never see that again. Probably a prop there of dummy half. And Toy Harris trying to wrestle his way through there. And again, probably not the best set of the Warriors. Good credit to the Doggies defense. Off to Sean Johnson here. Big boot here is fifth and last.
Kick from inside his own 40, and here's the young debutant Wilson taking it on his own 15 and carts it up about 15 or 20 meters. He's going to be stopped on the 30-meter line on the left-hand side of the paddock. It's about 13 minutes gone, 12 and a half minutes gone in this first half, and it's a nice little war. What's the ruling going to be here? Did Hayes Perham knock the ball on? No, it's a penalty. Penalty given away by the Warriors after 12 and a half minutes. This will be their best attacking set for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs in this first half. Just got a shot of some black armbands on the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs biceps at the moment. Unfortunately, because we're not listening in, I don't know who that's in remembrance to, but I just thought I'd make a quick observation about that. So play resumes on their own 40. There's a shot of Mick Potter as well. So we've got play underway. Max King carts it up on the Warriors 40 and will be tackled a couple meters shy of the 30-meter line. Tackle 1 on the far left edge. Marnie, Burton, Pangai Jr. at the back to Reynolds. They're playing footy already. Avarillo breaks the tackle of Paul Alamotti, but is wrapped up there by Ronald Volkman. Some slick play to get things underway. 6 again now blown by the referee, and the ball is in the hands of Harrison Edwards, who offloads on his own 10-meter line. Reynolds has got the ball now, finds himself Matt Burton. Matt Burton, a huge cutout pass to the left to Jacob Preston. Preston looking for the offload again. Here's Perham now on the far left edge. Perham ducking, weaving. Here's the ball in the hands of Corey Waddell, and it looks like Ronald Volkman could have been concussed there. He looked out of it just for a half a second there. Marnie looking for an offside player. I think the independent doctor might find Ronald Volkman was knocked out. 6 again was blown here again. Here's Pangai Jr. now, and he is stopped there right in front of the sticks. Great attacking set here from the Bulldogs. It is second tackle now. The ball has gone out left, and it's in the hands of Matt Burton, trying to get the offload away, but cannot. They're on the far left edge of the goal post now. Marnie comes back infield towards Edwards. Pangai Jr. Here is Perham, and it's a bit of a wayward pass. Unfortunately, Corey Waddell was in the way of the pass. Fourth tackle. They're 20 meters out now. They lost about 10 meters on the play. Pangai Jr. says, I'll make up for it. He offloads back to Reed. Marty center field. Jake Avarillo's got the ball. Cut out pass to Kiraz. And Kiraz, I don't know. I don't know if he scored in the corner. But no, Ben Cummins says, play on. Play back underway for the Warriors, man. Wow, what a set there from the Bulldogs.
Yeah, absolutely. Good set there from the Doggies. Now, I'm hoping that the independent doctor can stop the play so Volkman can get off. He did not look good in that contact there. Warriors the ball there and through Rocco Berry. And here we go. Freddie Lussick now. Off to Newcore. And the Warriors will do well here just to hold the ball and carry possession and just move things up forward here slowly. And again, Adam von All Blake here. Now, all of a sudden, the Warriors are on the front foot, and they're gaining a lot of meters upward, which is, well, anyway.
Way too many.
I'll take that, but yeah, wow, I'm surprised. Bunty R4 again. Gee whiz. Warriors now, definitely ahead now. 30 meters now off the try line here. Toy Harris opts to go to Volkman. Volkman, again, I think he's still not 100%. Definitely not 100%, but looks like it is what it is, I guess. And again, Toy Harris off to Sean Johnson, fifth and last, and he just goes for a little bit of a grubber. Not the best kick at all.
No, not at all, man. Great pressure there by Marnie, though. So you saw Ronald Volkman as well, man. He looked like he was staring up at the stars, mate. 20-meter line now. Oh, Karaz has knocked it on. Jacob Karaz has knocked it on, man.
I wouldn't challenge this if I was Karaz, because I saw that as a pure knock-on. I wouldn't challenge it. Don't waste your challenge, because it looked like a pure knock-on to me.
Nah, looking for the offload and just knocked it on, unfortunately. Yeah.
No. There you go. Warriors obviously would fancy this. Well, you'd hope they do. And you're right, Wobblin Jaw. You spoke about the attack versus defense, and it's what we're seeing, basically, in my opinion, Warriors thankfully holding out the Bulldogs. And now the Warriors the ball in hand about 25 odd meters out from the try line. What can they do is they feed the scrum off to Lussick. Johnson, Rocketberry tries to step, but he gets tackled well by Alamotti there. DWZ acting dummy half off to Johnson. Johnson off to New Gore. And he's just going to try to lay the platform there, run up the guts. And again, on the front foot here, the Warriors, Lussick with the ball in hand off to Harris. And again, Bunty R4. Doing well just to set a base up there. The Warriors 5 meters out from the try line here, just about. Johnson, the ball in hand, goes inward off to Newcotte. And again, Newcotte gets tackled. But again, the Warriors knocking on that door of the try line. Lussick off to Harris. Harris with the ball going out left this time here. Volkman steps, jukes, and he's running and he's stepping. But he's grabbed and he's tackled there. Probably not the best option for the fourth tackle set there. Lussick with the ball going out to Johnson. Johnson goes for a darting run. But it's kicked and it's played at. No, it's not played at. Here we go, and it's fifth and last. Here we go. Big kick. There was a knock-on. There was a knock-on in goal, eh? Warriors knocked it on.
No, so I think Cummins has indicated that they're going to check it. I'm not sure, man.
I think Pompey knocks it on.
Battle with Avarillo. I think that's a Pompey knock-on.
Yeah, Pompey knocks the ball on. Yeah.
Gee whiz, I thought there was an opportunity for Ronald Volkman on the on the fourth tackle there to pop over like a rainbow ball towards, I think, maybe DWZ's edge, because they had them shot for numbers, man.
Yep.
No. Okay, it's going to be a goal line dropout, mate.
I will take it, but that was the wrong call. Anyway, Burton there. Here we go. Oh, Curran collects the ball well. And again, the Warriors, as Wobblin Jaw mentioned, I'll just go back there one more time. The Warriors' attack has been a little bit offbeat. So, again, just trying to find pace here, obviously. Warriors only scoring 6 points in their last 2 games. So, again, attack is crucial here. Tohu Harris with the ball off to Bunty R4. Looked a bit forward, in my opinion, but that is, yep, there we go.
Man, you bloody picked it up, didn't you?
Yeah, look, I'm going to call a spade no matter what. It is what it is, but that was a forward.
Alrighty. Well, 19 and a half minutes gone. The first half of the first half is gone. And yeah, the Warriors, they just look, man, Ronald Volkman is a fine young player, but they are definitely just missing that crisp finesse from someone like a Tamare Martin or a Luke Metcalf, who is incoming when they're done with their bye next weekend, man. So just got to hold strong here, the Warriors, because the Bulldogs in attack, man, they've definitely pushed the Warriors, bro. But the Bulldogs, while they were able to hold them out just then, they just need to be a bit smarter and quicker in defense for the Bulldogs. So it's 10 meters out, midfield. Scrum is won by the Bulldogs. Ball goes out to the left, and Alamotti makes about 8 meters, plays it just shy of the 20-meter line. Here's the young debutant Wilson with about his third run of the game so far. Plays the ball, well done, Marnie. Passes right for Marina's now out there on the paddock. I'm assuming so for Harrison Edwards, and he's able to make about 10 or 15 meters. A strong carry by Fatala Mariner. 5 minutes short of the halfway. Midfield, King out the back to Reynolds. Pops Corey Waddell back under, and Waddell will play the ball eventually right on the halfway line. Marnie goes left, finds Perham. Perham pops it off to Fatala Mariner, and Fatala Mariner will play the ball on the last inside Warriors territory on the 40-meter line as Burton puts up a big bomb once again, man, a huge one.
Oh well done. Good catch. Transical Cookstad, beautiful catch again. Dylan Watene Selesniak attracts a few defenders. I'll tell you what, yeah, it's about time he throw in the bench there, because gee was I'll just quietly Wobblin Joe. I'm getting a bit frustrated that we're not penetrating that line really. Anyway, Transical Cookstad had the ball in hand and he makes a few meters there. Fourth tackle set here. Here we go. Walker's on now, and Artur Harris gets tackled there by Fatala Mariner. Fifth and last here, Egan from the bench there, off to Johnson, and he just gives it a bit of a sly kick.
Oh, man, things are about to pick up here with Dylan Walker and Wade Egan on the paddock for the Warriors, so the Bulldogs need to watch out. So Perham now hits the ball up and will play the ball on his own 25. Here's Jacob Carraz. Goes down the right blind side. A good run there, 15-meter run from Carraz. Well done. Plays the ball on the 40-meter line on the far right edge. Here's young Wilson now in jersey 19 with his fourth, about 5 meters shy of halfway. Third tackle, Marnie goes left, finds Perham. And that's what an absolute bugger. Max King got in the way. Perham looked like he was looking for Matt Burton. Oh, man, I don't know whose fault that was, man, but that was poor because they looked decent off the back of a good run from Jacob Carraz, bro.
Is it fair to say that that's probably that's what miscommunication looks like?
Absolutely.
On the foot field? Yeah. One player had other plans, the other player had other plans, and that's the result. I'll take it, though. Don't you mind. Don't you worry. Here we go. Sean Johnson the ball. And again, about to feed the scrum. Warriors, please, a better attacking set this time, please. Pompey with the ball. Bang. And he pumps it up forward here again. Over the halfway line here, the Warriors from the scrum. Egan off to Curran again. And he's just going to rampage. Oh, you go. Oh, my goodness. My love for Curran never ends. Okay, here we go. Egan with the ball. Goes up right. Off to Walker. Inside ball. But Transical Cookstad had to, take the tackle there because that was going to be obstruction. And Egan with the ball. Goes out right this time here. Off to Walker. Walker off to Johnson. Johnson with a bit of a feed ball through to Newcore. Oh, okay. We got Curran there on screen. Looks a bit ginger. Fourth tackle set here. And again, the captain's just going to run up the guts here. Warriors about 15 odd meters now from the try line. Fifth and last. Walker off to Johnson. Johnson collects the ball off to Brocco Berry. Fifth and last tackle, but you'll take that, I guess. But beautiful defensive set from the Bulldogs, though. Wonderful.
Yeah, much better, even though CNK had to stop on one of his runs. So play the ball on the 10-meter line. Bulldogs on the far left edge. Here's Wilson now with a hit up, making himself about 8 or so meters. Trying to find a quick play the ball. He does get there eventually. And through Paul Alamotti, he makes about a 12-meter run, 30-meter line, still on the far left edge of the paddock. Bulldogs running left to right, and through Jacob Kiraz, he offloads the ball on his own 40, finds Reed Marnie. Marnie makes himself about 10 or so meters. They're going to play the ball midfield, third tackle. Reynolds passes right at the ruck to Fatala Mariner. He makes himself about 10 or so, 15 meters or so now. They're now in Warriors territory, 32 meters out from the try line. Here's Jacob Arillo, who darts out a dummy half and is met solidly by Josh Curran. Reynolds goes the blind side to Marnie, and he just puts in a grubber kick towards the goal post, and it's going to go dead. That's a poor end of set. Why is Reynolds passing to Marnie? Hold the ball.
Not sure there, but yeah. Again, the Warriors there now making good. Oh, this is good to see. Oh, goodness me. What a run from Dylan Watene Selesniak, virtually on the halfway line here. And again, Montoya's just going to follow suit as well. Warriors in the front foot here. Sean Johnson off to Pompey now with the ball in hand. and he's just going to run things forward here. Look, I'm going to say it. The Warriors we need to convert. We need to get some points off this. I'll be very upset if that's the case. We don't. All right, here we go. Walker, inside ball off to Nukore. And Nukore's just going to attract a few defenders here. And then the Warriors will do well to try and spread out wide, in my opinion. Walker with the ball in hand. Goes up to Johnson. And for no play! Oh, Wobblin, Joe. Don't we just love to see a prop scorer try?
Oh,
again,
man.
The hands out.
Aiden Fanua-Blake, mate, he's now a reliable anytime try scorer in my multi. That's 2 weeks in a row now, good sir. Well done.
Well, look, obviously, granted, we didn't score against the Roosters, but he did score in the Melbourne game prior to that. So I'll tell you what, you're right. You're on the money there, Wobblin, Joel. Yes.
Well done. Pair him out the back at fullback at 6s and 7s. Corey Waddell just... I don't know, the miscommunication between Max King and Corey Waddell, man, just leaving a yawning gap for Aiden Fanua-Blake to go straight up the guts.
That's right, Robin Joe. And it sort of started when where you questioned me. You asked, why did Reynolds pass to Reid Marnie? And I suppose that's all that needed to happen there for the Bulldogs to unfortunately let the Warriors get back and obviously score. But it happened off that poor fifth and last, that poor set play there from the Doggies. But Warriors doing well off Dylan Watson, Slezak, Marcelo Montoya followed through, and then obviously Aiden Fanua-Blake to finish that off there as well.
And once again, man, like the game changed when Dylan Walker and Wade Egan came onto the paddock. I know that it was a bad end of set for the Bulldogs, man, but it's changed.
Absolutely has. The tempo has definitely changed, Wobblin Jaw, absolutely. And I'm just reminded again that obviously Seraldo and Webster, they're sorry, they're students of the Penrith Panthers. You know, that's where they learned their craft, so to speak, from the coaching context. So again, they meet up for the first time this year, and there's a lot of bragging rights, obviously. But G was again just to go back to that try. Beautiful ball from Sean Johnson. And beautiful try there from Aiden Fanua-Blake, Tongan international, former Kiwi international as well. And again, here we go. Oh, goodness me, Volkman. For as short as he is, I'll tell you what, he was close to the outline there, I think, the touchline. Here we go, Egan with the ball. Goes out to Montoya. And again, the Warriors will do well to try and pick off and gain some of that momentum they had prior. And again, Egan on the ball. Goes out left to Toy Harris, the captain, who's ever trying, and again, makes some meters with the ball in hand. Egan off to Walker, and he steps inward, but he's tackled well. Looking for an offload, not the case at all. Fourth tackle set here, the Warriors. Better defensive set from the Doggies, though, to be fair. Egan goes up to Aiden Fanua-Blake, the try scorer. He's looking for an offload, but he opts to hold the ball instead. Fifth tackle set here now. Egan off to Volkman. Bang, big boot here.
Alrighty, so I think the young man Carl Olawapu is now out on the paddock, so hopefully there's another dimension to the Bulldogs' attack, but they just got to stay strong here as Hayes Perham is driven back there. Man, this impact of Dylan Walker off the bench, bro, it's what they've sort of been missing over the past fortnight. Jacob Carras now able to make about 5 or so meters. Midfield now, and couple of meters short of the 30-meter line. Here's a dart from young Wilson, who's made himself about 10 or so meters. Third tackle, midfield. Ball goes out right to the ruck. Here's Max King, who's played a straight 30 minutes or so just about now. Reid Marnie now passes left infield towards the middle of the ruck. Perham, Burton, fourth tackle now. Just a kick down, trying to... CNK takes it.
There we go. I'm obviously trying to find touch, I guess, but not to be there. CNK collects it. Now, here with the ball, Warriors from their own 10-meter line now. But again, a vain effort there from Dylan Watson. As you see the big boy, Aiden Fanua-Blake, go down for a well-deserved rest. Montoya with the ball in hand, coming from the opposite end to collect the ball there. Here we go. Egan with the ball. Goes out to Sirinan, I believe, with the ball. Apologies. Rocco-Berry. And again, Rocco-Berry just trying to find himself there. I'm sure as the game goes on, he'll be more involved. And CNK with the ball. Beautiful tackle. Low tackle too. I believe that was King. And again, Warriors with the ball just just before the halfway line. A big kick there by Sean Johnson.
It's been a good kicking game from Sean Johnson as Perham takes it on his own 10. And again, he's getting dragged back for maybe the third or fourth time there in this half. So Perham plays the ball in his own 20, midfield now. And he is young Karaz, met heavily there by Ronald Volkman. Again, the Bulldogs getting driven back by the Warriors defense. Play the ball back where it all started on tackle 1. And here's Corey Waddell now to make himself about 8 or so meters. They're just going to get stopped short on the 30-meter line. Here's Matt Burton now looking for someone, but he just takes the hit up there. They look a bit out of answers at the moment as Reed Marnie on the 4th tackle again, trying to get this Warriors team to turn the ship around. It will find touch, but it's not a 40-20 attempt because he kicked on his own 50 or right on halfway. So the Bulldogs, man, they're really, I don't know, man, they look sort of out of answers at the moment, bro. The Warriors doing it rather nicely, actually.
Yeah, well, it looks like they've tried to go for that kick the last 3 sets, the Doggies. Obviously, I'm not too sure what. Yeah, you're right. It's even got me stumped there, Wobblin Joe. With the ball in hand, here's Montoya there with the ball, and he's nicely wrapped up here. And again, Adam Pompey with the ball in hand. The Warriors trying to obviously move out of their own line here. Sorry, their side here. Apologies. And Egan on the ball. Hang on. Couldn't hear that. What happened?
Penalty.
Okay, penalty. Okay. I'm not holding down. Was it second man? Was it flop? What's the ruling?
Probably because he fell asleep on him.
Okay, there you go. Holding down. Okay. There you go. That's the call there, Wobblin Jaw. And Sean Johnson finding touch. Hopefully. In Magic Round, I'm not sure who. I think it was the Tigers and Dragons game. And I think it was the Tigers who were looking for a touch and they couldn't quite get it. Anyway, Toy Harris was, no. Off to what? Here we go. Big Ale here, Tom Ale. Again, Warriors with the ball. Egan over to Walker. Walker just steps his way through and he's trying to crawl in. But again, pure muscle and strength there by Preston. Pushing him backwards here. Warriors about 5 meters out from the halfway line here. Over it now. Sean Johnson with the ball off to Curran. And Curran is just going to do what he knows best. Run into the defense as hard as he can. And Auckland ball there just to greet him. And going out left this time here through the hands of Toy Harris. And again, the Warriors with the ball here. About 40 meters out. 4th tackle set here. Egan off to Walker. Walker steps. Oh, there's an opportunity begging, I think. But I think he probably did well to hold the ball there. Egan on the ball in hand. Goes in right now. Johnson, 5th and last. Bit of a strange kick. Rocco Berry taps it back. Egan tackle 5th and last. Knock on.
All righty. So changeover now. The Bulldogs will play the ball on their own 15-meter line now. Sean Johnson, Tohu Harris, big standouts in this game so far for the Warriors. And through Paul Alamotti, there's a good 10-meter run there. Ball popped off there to Jacob Karaz, who's had a solid half himself, despite the one error. Karaz now will play the ball on the 2nd tackle, just shy of the 40-meter line. He nearly dropped the ball there, and a penalty has been given away by the New Zealand Warriors now. So with 7 minutes to go, Bulldogs, they need to strike. They want to go into the half with some points in the bank. And they're going to start their new set on the Warriors' 13-meter line. So 30 meters to chew up here for the Bulldogs. And Jaden Ockenbaugh straight up the gut, center of the paddock, and he is able to make the 20-meter line. Oh, man, there was a little whisper of a hip drop or something like that for a second there. But the ball is now in the hands of Jacob Preston now. And he will be stopped on the 10-meter line. In an instant, they are 10 meters away from the try line. Marnie from the far left edge finds Burton on the right-hand side. Oluwapu now at the back to Perham. Perham holds the ball, but flick passes to Adam Pompey. Hold the ball, take it away, bro.
Pompey, run. That's all I can say, Woman Jaw. Pompey, run, that will go. Oh, good tackle there by the Doggies. Gee whiz.
Too cute.
Almost replicated Cobbo. And again with the ball. Here we go. Ale with the ball, but he gets tackled here. The Warriors now on the front foot. Here we go. Come on, boys. Go out wide. Chanzel Cook goes out. The Warriors the ball. A bit of a darting kick. Here we go. Wobbling draw.
Yes! Well done.
Oh. Adam Pompey
Oh,
taking a leaf out of Selwyn Cobbo's book, if you will, with the intercept, tap, and collect. Beautiful work there. And again, Sean Johnson, ingenuity. Oh, Wobblin jaw. What a try.
mate, too cute from Hayes Perham. They were on the attack,
Yeah,
and Perham, he stopped and should have just held the ball and just went for a flick when Pompey was right in Avarillo's face, man. And Pompey ran about 60 odd meters there, I'd suggest, 70 maybe. And then there was Tom Arley was the first person there at first receiver after that 70-meter break. If you don't mind, from the big front rower, he took a hit
true.
up. Sean Johnson calculated and went right. Crossfield kick for DWZ, and Wilson was way too infield. Great kick, great leap by DWZ. 16 points to nil with 5 minutes to go in the first half. Hold the ball. Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm just going to read through the comments here as well. Quickly, you got a bit of nice compliment here, Wobblin jaw. Very crisp looking Cowboys polo, Wobblin jaw. There you go, Nicholas McKircher.
We met him at that Warriors meetup the other day. Thank you, man. Howdy.
Absolutely. And again, Warriors fans there, very happy. Yeah, what a try. It was beautiful and good to see Sean Johnson there of the kick there, reminiscent to what do you call it, Jerome Hughes' kick yesterday to Warbrick to help them win the game there against the Broncos team. Here we go. 4 minutes 33 to go. First half. Oh, yes. Yes.
Well done. Well, and look, 18 points to nil now, and they're for and against, bro. This is a great little boost if they can keep the Bulldogs to nil and continue on in this in the second half. It's a good bloody for and against boost for him. Oh, man, Doggies, bro. Hayes Perham, unfortunately, he's trying really hard, mate, but he's having a bit of a shocker, unfortunately.
No, that's fair, Wobblin jaw. Absolutely, I agree. He's a good player, Perham, but absolutely.
Look at the Warriors section at Accor Stadium. It's half a freaking blackout in that area, bro.
Boys, let's go. Here we go, Bulldogs. All right, here we go. They commence things again here. Montoya with the ball. Apologies there, Wobblin jaw. My video has just stopped, so you're going to have to take over for a little bit. Sorry.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, Tom Arley will play the ball on the 10-meter line. Warriors running right to left of television sets, and Josh Curran makes 12 meters. Will play the ball 22 beyond the try line. Dylan Walker now playing the front rowers role bloody beautifully tonight, but he's driven back by Jacob Preston and Raymond Faitala-Mariner. Play the ball, third tackle. They decide to go down the short side, Wade Egan with a dart, but he's wrapped up there by Faitala-Mariner. Playing for a penalty there, Egan, but can't get one. Dylan Walker passes left of the ruck to Tohu Harris, and Harris makes about 10 or so meters. It is the last tackle now, and the ball is in the hands of Sean Johnson. He puts it high, and young Wilson on debut takes it on his own 10, and he's met very quickly there by Rocco Berry, who cops a headbutt from Tom Arley, but it doesn't stop the Warriors' defense from taking Wilson back another 5 or so meters. Perham now passes infield, right of the ruck to Jacob Kiraz. He's going to be stopped just shy of the 20-meter line. It's midfield, 20-meter line. Perham at dummy half finds Ockenbaugh to the left of ruck, but he is able to offload, and he finds Paul Alamotti, who takes it just up over the 30-meter line. The ball goes out to the right-hand side. Ball's in the hands of Carl Olawapu. Here's Jacob Kiraz now. And Carl Olawapu just fell down in vision. Fourth tackle now. They're inside Warriors territory now. Corey Waddell now, ball in hand, and he's able to take it over the 40-meter line, midfield. Last tackle now. Marnie passes left of the ruck. 35 meters out. Burton puts up a high kick for Chance Cook-Star and takes it bloody beautifully.
Thank you, Wobblin jaw. And Tianak there with the ball, collects it well. Sean Johnson now with the ball there, off to Dallin Watson and Selesniak. And hasn't he been solid for this first half? Just taking the ball up hard he has. And again, Nicole Cook-Star nearly juggles the ball, but makes up for it. Gains about 10 odd meters in that run. Sean Johnson goes out left this time here to Marcelo Montoya. And he's just going to take it up the guts there again. The Fijian international, Egan on the ball in hand. Full tackle set here, the Warriors. 10 meters out from the halfway line here. Toy Harris steps through Raymond Vitala Mariner's tackle. And again, Egan on the ball in hand. Goes out right here to Sean Johnson. Big kick here. Here we go.
And Wilson takes it pretty much on his own try line now and makes about 15 metres before he's met by Wade Egan. So Wilson having a strong debut. Well done, young man. Plays the ball centre field on his own 20-metre line. The ball goes out left towards Paul Alamotti, and he's just set upon there again by the Warriors defence. This is arguably the best half of footy that they've put in all season, the New Zealand Warriors, just quietly. It's up there. Third tackle now. Reed Marnie waits on his own 30. Passes left to the ruck to Matt Burton. He puts in a chip kick for absolutely no one, but the bounce might do favours for Preston, but doesn't. And the ball is in the hands now of DWZ. They're desperately out of luck for answers, the Bulldogs at the moment, bro.
And again, that's just credit to the Warriors' defence, I guess, and tactically as well, positioning themselves when the Bulldogs go for kicks like that. Toy Harris with the ball over the halfway line here. 54 seconds to go in this first half here. Come on, Warriors. Let's go for another meat pie. What do you reckon? Egan with the ball. Goes out right here. Off to Walker. Johnson. Big inside ball here. Big Marata. You've got it again. Attracts a few defenders. But Ockenball's being everywhere defensively. Again, credit to him. Third tackle set here again. Second. Johnson. Off to Curran. Off to Walkman. Off to Poppy. And Montoya. Edwards.
Well, and Kalalawapu intercepts the offload from Montoya and in the hands now of Jacob Kiraz. I think there's about 14 seconds to go here. Reed Marnie just didn't want anything to do with it. I don't know if there'll be a play the ball here. Matt Burton waiting at dummy half. Will there be a play the ball before the halftime siren sounds? Yes, there will be. And Perham just makes 5 meters or so. And that's it. That might be the best, most controlled Warriors performance in a half of footy all season, man. Yet to see remain. It is yet to be seen if that will be the best performance of the year, man. But you can't ask for anything more, bro, if you're a Warriors fan, in my opinion. But speaking of Warriors fans, bro, why don't you just waffle on, bro? Tell us, what do you feel about that first half, mate?
I'm absolutely happy. And again, apologies there, Wobblin John. Just setting up the little halftime chat thing, but I feel very ecstatic. I'm very happy. Very, very pleased. Look, you're right, Wobblin Jaw. You're right. It is the best half we've produced all season. We've had some good seasons, good games, this season. Don't get me wrong, but this is the one. Again, that's right, exactly. The defense has been sound. The offense found its way eventually. Be it unorthodox in some cases scoring tries, but again, it's found its way. But again, it's just been a very stellar, impactful 40-minute performance from the Warriors. And you mentioned the impact of Egan and Walker coming off the bench. Again, Wobblin Jaw, agreed. They came off the bench there and they've just served the Warriors well. Wobblin Jaw, can I just ask you a question on the other end, though, unfortunately for the Bulldogs? Where's it going wrong, Wobblin Jaw?
Well, they're not, man, when they're not getting driven back 5 meters on the inside their own 30-meter line, they're not making bad meters getting out of trouble, but they just haven't been inside the opposition's 20 enough, really. I think maybe 5 times, 5 sets of 6, you could say maybe, that they've had an opportunity to score a try. So I'll just go quickly into the stats here, bro. As I'm just loading up my screen now. Team stats. So the Warriors, 57% of possession in that first half with a 91% completion rate. 2 errors only, bro. That's almost as good as it gets, bro. All run meters, 793 to 664. It says here only 1 line break for the Warriors and none to the Bulldogs, but I don't think that's right. However, what I think might be right is 17 tackle breaks to 15 tackle breaks in favor of the New Zealand Warriors. The Bulldogs have got 5 offloads to the New Zealand Warriors only 2. And the kicking meters, that's a huge stat. 440 kicking meters to the Warriors to 235 for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. And missed tackles, it's 18-15. The Bulldogs worse in that department. And penalties conceded, it's 2 apiece, and only 3 interchanges have been used. And a couple of players that have stood out for me for the Warriors in that first half. Sean Johnson's kicking game, his control has been exemplary. and Tohu Harris, bro, he just can't do any freaking wrong. He could be out there limbless and still be one of the best players on the paddock. He fair dinkum has had himself a great first half of footy, bro. And as for the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, unfortunately, young Jacob Preston is having one of his more quieter games in his rookie season. Perham, again, he is working his backside off, bro, but just maybe tonight, because of the Warriors' pressure, he's being forced to make some mistakes that he normally wouldn't do, and he's getting driven back. He's not a big body. He's sort of diminutive, and this big Warriors pack is driving him back a lot, bro. So Perham, he needs to sort of hit the go button, and Carl Oluwapu as well. There was a chance there where he could have done something with Jacob Kiraz, but it just didn't work out for him. So I'd say that maybe Kiraz and Reed Marnie have probably been the best players on the paddock. And Tavita Pangai Jr. as well, man. He needs to come out in the second half and just absolutely rip and tear, because I don't think he was ferocious enough against this fierce Warriors outfit in that first half.
No, not at all. I'll probably give you this question first before I say what I want to say. Got a question here from Mussy. That half better than the second half comeback versus the Sharks. What are your thoughts there, Wobblin Draw?
Yeah, true, mate. Well, yep. You know, that is the best win. That is the best win for the Warriors this year so far. But that was the different, two completely different games, man. It's a dry surface out at Sydney Olympic Park. Yeah, there were a few sets of 6 for the Warriors where in attack it just got a little bit clunky on them, but you've got young Ronald Volkman in there, and they're still swapping and changing team list around every week, seemingly because of the injury list. But the Warriors, bro, I think that might have been the most controlled I've seen the New Zealand Warriors in a half of footy, man. 91% completion rate, keeping the opposition to nil, and scoring 18 points as well, bro. That's up there. That's definitely up there. But completely different game to that absolutely amazing contest that transpired at Shark Park a month or two ago, man. Holy dooly.
For sure. And look, what I wanted to say as well was before the game started, Wobblin Draw and I were conversing about the players, and we noted that the Warriors had the smaller pack, particularly from the bench, and obviously the Doggies having more of the bigger blokes, if you will. But it just seems like the Warriors, as you mentioned, they've just been winning the physical contests, in my opinion, particularly the forward pack. And I've noticed that the players, David Bangai Jr., I noticed that he fatigued a bit earlier on, in my opinion. I thought he got a very tired. It was very noticeable, Wobblin Draw. Do you reckon that the pace of the game probably a bit, I wouldn't say too much, but it's probably just a bit difficult at the moment for Bangai Jr. and the likes of Franklin Belly to handle?
Mate, I didn't think it was a rather quick game, to be honest with you, but you're right. I agree that after 15 minutes, everybody, and I'm talking everybody, looked like they had just hit a wall. And then Faitala Mariners come on and he injected a bit of spark in him, same too with Oluwapu. But yeah, dude, the Bulldogs looked to have fatigued and hit a wall rather early in that game. And the Warriors, we said before, at the start of the stream, that they are the smaller pack in comparison to the Dogs. But they're running rings around them, which is the advantage that they've got out of having a bit of a smaller interchange bench this evening. And the Dogs, like, they're not unfit, but they fatigued really quickly tonight, man.
Yeah, exactly. It's interesting to see. Look, in saying that though, just quickly, and I suppose I wouldn't mind, Wobblin Draw, something we spoke about as well, conversing about the game yesterday. The controversies, if you will, some of the subjects to talk about just quickly. But as a Warriors fan, as happy as I am about this, I want to see an 80-minute performance. Okay.
Oh, absolutely.
Look, with all due respect, as much as obviously 0-18, sure, but the Bulldogs can come back. The Bulldogs aren't the worst team in the comp. They've beaten some really good teams, I might add. It's not smooth sailing just yet. Again, a precaution there to Warriors fans who hopefully aren't getting too ahead of themselves. Let's just rein it in a bit. We've got a big second half to go before we sort of start popping the champagne bottles, if you will.
Hold the ball, man. Sorry to just cut you off like that, bro. But I've got I've got to talk about him. Tohu Harris. Listen to this, man. In that first half, he ran 15 times and he made 128 running meters in that first half alone, bro. Think about all the times as well he has been the link-up man, popping it off to Sean Johnson and or Ronald Falkerman as well. Looking at his tackling stats now, he's made 21 tackles for 0 missed as well. I'll try and find some offloads in there as well if he's got anything else in there as well. It says here that he's got the one error, but I can't recall where that may have come from. Tohu Harris was a power of friggin' strength, a tower of strength in that first half. Holy crap, dude.
He is a very good player for us, and but just quickly, he's a quiet achiever, and I don't mean that in an offensive way. I just again, the stats. If you don't look at the stats, you won't know what he brings to the table, and exactly agree with you there. And thanks for pointing that out there, Wobblin Jaw. Now, Wobblin Jaw, please to the other side of the coin, a completely different coin. The refs. Did you want to kick us off here, Wobblin Jaw?
Yeah, I do, man. I'm going to follow the narrative that's been pretty much all day. And I love everybody's opinions who's watching this live right now to let us know what you thought about last night's officiating between Melbourne and Brisbane. Because for me personally, it can't get any worse than that. That was one of the worst officiated games I have seen this season, maybe the worst as well. Now, kick things off with the Reece Walsh-Justin Olam incident. Reece Walsh, that is a shoulder charge in today's game. Years ago, we're all happy with it. We're fine with it. From 2016 or thereabouts, you can't shoulder charge anyone. I think that's the year where they said no more of this. Reece Walsh shoulder charge Justin Olam, and it should have been a penalty. Maybe not a sin bin, probably not a sin bin to Reece Walsh. But for me, that shoulder charge, it wasn't blown a penalty. The worst part about it all is that the bunker stopped and looked at it and said it was fine. This morning, the match review committee came out and said it was a shoulder charge, and you will be fined X amount of dollars. Can't quite remember. And I just. It was an awful decision. There is a run of play moment that happened at the end of the contest where Reece Walsh passed the ball that came off the melon of Justin Olam, and Xavier Coates ran 70 meters to score one of the better tries, or we all thought and hoped he did. But the referee, Todd Smith, because he is such a younger referee, I think he might be the youngest referee in the ranks these days. He blew the whistle too early, and with more experience, he will let the play go on. But overall, bro, Todd Smith, Gerard Sutton in the bunker, they all need to be dropped next week. There were 2 or 3 other incidents that you might want to touch on momentarily that absolutely ruined what was a high quality game of footy last night, man. It was a good quality game. The players tried so hard to overcome the inconsistencies of the officiating, but it was all too much. I mean, that Corey Pakes try at the end where he darted out a dummy half and Flegler was hugging Aaron Penne. I mean, that has been a penalty for as long as I can remember, but because last night was the game that it was, it was the opposite. It was an opposite game last night. And that's not to be funny. We can't have opposite games like that, bro. It was atrocious. And then we move into Pat Carrigan's hip drop tackle. I mean, that's if it needs to be a penalty, if that's how fine and how pedantic the refereeing is going to be on hip drop tackles, fine. But I now think that the sin bin usage on crap like that needs to be mitigated. The sin binning of Pat Carrigan was a disgrace, but I could have copped a penalty if I could have just blown a penalty. But for it to be a sin bin, I think it's a disgrace, bro. It was so many calls last night were so soft, and it was a frustrating game to watch because not only were they getting it wrong, having time to view things and get it right, they got it wrong. And it was even more frustrating knowing that the players were putting in a really good effort last night, man.
Absolutely. It was a game that was definitely Yeah, yeah. I want to say it was dirty by the officiating. It was a game, a good game, or could have been a good game, but as you said, the officiating wasn't great. I just, and the irony is that I'm not really a big Storm fan at all. If you guys know me, I absolutely don't like the Storm, and I thought there were some occasions where they were absolutely hard done by. And if I'm thinking that,
Yep.
especially for the Storm, then you know something's wrong, and it just wasn't right. And yeah, I agree with you, Wobblin Jaw. It wasn't great, and I want to also go back on that moment there where Xavier Coates, right? Xavier Coates, yeah, it was a try that unfortunately, yeah. Well, what can I say there, Wobblin Jaw? I mean, the referee stopped it, right, and called play. It was a knock on apparently. Why can't they just let that play carry on, Wobblin Jaw, just quickly?
Yeah, it was look. There was an incident there where the Tigers, as we see the Warriors come back out onto a core stadium, there was an incident there where Luke Brooks scored a try, but George Burgess actually planted it down between the Tigers and the Rabbitohs last year. And Gerard Sutton, who is a very experienced referee, allowed play to go on. But Todd Smith, he's only been a first grade referee for 18 months or so now. So with more experience, those sort of calls will continue to flow. The general play will continue to flow. So, but it doesn't help that it was just an absolute disastrous effort from everybody involved, man. We're just going to wait for Hold the Ball to fix himself up, guys. So if you are just tuning in and it is the first time that you're tuning into Hold the Ball and yourself, I hope we can get you to consider liking his content, my content on the Wobblin Jaw Sports channel. And we hope that you're enjoying the stream, especially if you're a dog supporter, because you need to keep yourself in a positive mind frame. Matt Burton is just lining up the ball now, and kickoff is underway.
Here we go. All right, thank you, Wobblin Jaw. Apologies there. My TV's just starting to play up a little bit, but all right. So Tom Elliott, please tell me where you are so I can try and sync up with your apologies. But Josh Curran there with the ball, second tackle there. Josh Curran with the ball. And again, Egan here looking around left, right, darts off dummy half as well, and he goes for a tackle, but he's tackled. Oh, unfortunately, collects a tackle there to the head, accidental. We in sync there, Wobblin Jaw. Apologies.
Mate, you're going to have to take over yourself, mate, because I've just got some similar troubles as well. That's just started up.
No worries, you're okay. Nah. Play on. Yeah, so it shows the replay there. Egan, obviously, he does get hit, but it's all accidental, and his own forearm actually hits him before the player's hand does. So again, play on there. Off to chance goal, Cookstad and Toy Harris again, the man who produces the stats, the captain of the Warriors. Their fourth tackle set here now. Again, chance to goal, Cookstad tries to push his way through. Fourth tackle set here, better set, defensive set here from the Bulldogs. Sean Johnson kicks the ball off to the Doggies here. Here we go. And it's collected here by Wilson. How you going there, Wobblin Jaw? Apologies. And Wilson there with the ball, and he gets tackled a little bit roughed up there by the Warriors, and Alamotti with the ball there, and he's going to collect a few defenders here. And you just see on the screen there, Seraldo looking a little bit concerned here. Mane going out right this time here. Again, number 17 there for the Doggies. And that's okay. We've got a technical issues, but that's all right. Wobblin Jaw will be right back. As you see Burton with the ball in hand. Hope you guys are enjoying yourselves. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow Wobblin Jaw as well. Follow him on YouTube, Instagram, as well as Twitter. A good bloke is Wobblin Jaw. And again, Ockenbaugh with the ball. And again, the Rasta dude is just going to carry the ball forward, but he offloads it off to Marnie. Marnie with the ball going out right this time here. Left, apologies. Off to, and again, offloading galore. And we got here again, Alamotti the ball in hand. He's just going to try and size up Barry. And he fends him off. But Barry tackles him well. Fifth tackle set here. Apologies here. And again, big kick here from Burton. Who's going to catch the ball here? Bit of a mess here. Here we go. What's the ref going to call? Knock on Bulldogs. Knock on Bulldogs. Hope you guys are well. Thank you again for tuning in, for joining in. And it appeared to be a bit of a wrestle with the ball. Montoya. It was a bit of a wrestle mid-air for the ball, but it looked like Waddell won that little exchange there. And again, the Bulldogs with the ball in hand, about 10 meters out from the try line here. Here we go. And Oluwapu as well is going to feed the scrum. Feed the ball in the scrum. Marnie going opposite end here. And here we go. Averillo with a one-handed carry. And he manages to push Pompey away. Five meters out now through Carraz. Off to Oluwapu again. He's going to run around, try to look for some gaps there as he tries to fend off Walker there. And again, the Warriors on the back foot here. Doggies the ball 5 meters out through Marnie. Off to Ockenball. Ockenball off to Burton. Burton goes around, skips off to Big. Preston here. Preston has a big positive future ahead of him for sure. Stick with the Doggies, man. They'll look after you. Going out right this time here. Marnie off to Waddell. Waddell off to Oluwapu. Oluwapu off to Perham. And Perham, again, that Warriors defense, closing them in. Come on, boys. More defense. Carraz walks around, goes out Marnie, off to Burton. Burton goes to the ball, but he goes for a kick instead. And Chance Goal Cookside collects the ball, but he's tackled there. Marnie makes sure he's on the line. Good effort there from the Doggies to attack. Beautiful effort there. And again, Sean Johnson with the ball as Serraldo looks on. Again, good defensive set from the Warriors, but at the same time as well, a good offensive set there from the Bulldogs. As you see the replay here, Chances Goal Cookside doing well to hold the ball. And he wraps it up well. Here we go. First goal line dropout for the Warriors this game. And Sean Johnson goes for a bit of a short one too. And it's knocked back. And it's a knock on by Curran.
Alrighty, now that I've sorted out me freaking KO box, I'm back. And it's not the first time that KO is buggered around with me. It's not the only time that certain subscribers of KO this weekend have been dudded by KO. Fair dinkum, you pay yourself $35 a month for freaking platinum KO subscription, and they go, we're going to just shut you out for about 5 or so minutes. So our deepest apologies to hold the ball, but we're going to get back underway here with the Bulldogs about to feed the scrum 10 meters out. Marnie wins it, passes it right to Averillo, puts Carraz back under, and he's going to be stopped on the far right edge, about 5 meters away from the try line. Tackle one, the ball comes left infield, and through Corey Waddell, and he's set upon there by Arley and Josh Curran. Heaven help KO if this goes bust on me again in the next couple minutes. Marnie finds Edwards and his Vital and Mariner now, only a couple of meters away. 6 minutes gone in the second half now. And here is Harrison Edwards, who just busts him wide open. And there's Edwards. I think he scored his first try in first grade. Bulldogs hit the board. It's 18 points to 4.
There you go. It was a good try. Relentless is probably the way I describe it there. And I'm glad the technical issues have finally been resolved, hopefully from both our ends there, Wobblin Joe. But it's good that you're back with us there. And again, relentless pressure there from the Bulldogs and a good little sniping, darting run from Edwards there, who just steps inward there of Ale and plonks it right down there for the Doggies to be on the board. Wobblin Joe, it's been a good starts of the half there for the Bulldogs, who've had most of the pill, just to keep you up to date. And yeah, there you go. It's been a good try there, and hopefully they can build on this there for the Doggies and their fans.
What's the old say? That is his first try in first grade. Well done, Harrison Edwards, man. Yeah, what's the old story? What's the old saying that if you get 60% in the first half, possession will always swing your way, bro? And at times, the Doggies have looked potent in attack. They have played some nice footy throughout stages in that first half. And Wade Egan, and I think it might have been Tom Arley in the middle, just a bit of a poor, well, not a bit, it was a poor attempt at a tackle, but I apologise if it wasn't Arley, but I know that Wade Egan was involved in that. But Harrison Edwards, congratulations to him. And the Doggies now, with about 32 minutes remaining in this second half, 18 points to 6, and it looks like it was Tom Arley and Wade Egan. Harrison just stepped off his right foot and then just cut up Arley and Wade Egan, which is unfortunate. But the Warriors have absolutely been the much better side as we await kickoff.
Yeah, I expect a better response there from Ali. Not happy about that at all. At all.
Hold the ball. Well, I'll look outside my window at the end of this game, and if Bulldogs have won, I'll be able to see the mushroom cloud from here in Queensland. Carraz catches the ball off the kickoff, and for Taylor Mariner takes it up over the 10-metre line and is stopped just a couple of metres shy of the 20. For Taylor Mariner, a bit unhappy with something. 20-metre line now. Corey Waddell takes it over by about 5 or so metres. Second tackle on the far right edge. The Bulldogs are running right to left of screen. Marnie passes left infield to the middle of the ruck, and here's Jacob Preston to take it about 5 metres shy of the 40-metre line. Third tackle now. Their midfield, Jaden Ockenbaugh now just carts it up and takes it over the 40-metre line by a couple or so metres now. Fourth tackle. He's still struggling. Ockenbaugh plays the ball. A flat pass to Hayes Perham, and Perham makes about 10 metres. Marnie passes even further left to Matt Burton as Matt Burton strikes it up into the air.
Here we go. And again, who's going to catch this one? Then Watson Eslesnet collects that well, and oh no, here we go. Thankfully, the Warriors were there to stop him from getting dragged out. Sean Johnson, acting dummy half, off to Rocco Berry. And Rocco Berry has had a quiet first half, to be fair with you. But in saying that, it's the first time he's played first grade in quite some time, since last year. So, again, bit of leeway there, I suppose. He'll find his feet. Egan going out to big Newcott, and again, Newcott trying to set the platform there for the Warriors over the halfway line as well. Fourth tackle set here for the Warriors now. Egan going out left here to Tom Ale, and Ale's just going to carry the ball forward here. Hopefully a better defensive showing from him for the second half here. Egan with the ball off to Johnson. Kicks it up in the air now.
Oh, Sean Johnson, a low wobbly kick, an arching kick to Hayes Perham. And Hayes Perham just busts him wide open. Passes right to Jake Avarillo. You don't want him running. Oh, fantastic play by Perham. 5 metres short of the halfway line. Carlo Lawapu now. Jacob Kiraz now got the pill, and he's able to make about 6 or so metres. Will play the ball, second tackle on halfway on the far right edge of the paddock. Oluwapu finds Fatala Mariner out the back to Marnie. Marnie, Burton. Oh, and it's intercepted by DWZ. Poor pass by Burton, bro.
DWZ there collects the ball, and he's tackled there by Preston, collecting the spill there. DWZ, right place, right time. As Cenac there with the ball is tackled. And Warriors here, good position there, 40 metres out. Sean Johnson with the ball off to Toy Harris. Toy Harris, opposite pass, but he doesn't. And again, the Warriors about 45 metres up from their try line. Sorry, 35 metres up from the try line. Apologies. Through Egan here. And again, Walker off to Johnson. Inside ball off to Newcott. One arm offload off to Walker. Walker trying to find some space. The Warriors trying to play a bit of eyes up footy here when I think they should keep it composed. Just quietly. Adam Funnell back with the ball. Fourth tackle set here off to Johnson. Johnson off to Pompey. And a bit of a good collect and grab there again from Montoya. Fifth and last here, the Warriors, 30 metres out. Sean Johnson with the ball. Gives it a big cross kick here. What's going to happen? Ooh.
And it's taken by Paul Alamotti, and he's done well there to dodge the defensive. I think it was Sean Johnson, but they're in a spot of bother here. Paul Alamotti plays the ball to Burton. Burton passes left to Young Wilson, who's on debut, and he makes about 8 or so metres. Oh, and it looks like his leg was folded in. Oh, man, that was a near thing. Holy crap. Carraz now, able to make about 6 or so meters, but they're doing it tough here, the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs. Midfield, third tackle. The ball goes out right to Hayes Perriman. He makes about 10 or so meters and just going to play the ball. And Marnie passes left back infield. Here's Edwards. Passes left to Jacob Preston now, and he's going to be stopped on the 40-meter line. So they've gotten out of trouble a bit here as we see a shot of Josh Reynolds on the interchange bench, and here's Matt Burton to drive it down the paddock.
Good kick there by Burton.
Oh, and I thought there was a possibility of 40-20, man. Holy dooly.
So did I. Thankfully, not the case. Believe you me, thankfully. Charles looks like does well to somewhat grab a few meters there, but it's tackled well with the Doggies. Volkman off to Montoya. Montoya's going to try and lay the foundation, as always, up the guts. And Volkman with the ball off to Pompey. Pompey now clicks a few meters there, hard-earned meters as well. About 12 odd meters in that exchange. Egan with the ball going up to Curran now. A little bit of a wobble, but he collects the ball well. Here we go. Fourth tackle set here for the Warriors. And the Doggies have done well defensively, I'll say. Anafanor Blake again twists and spins his way through. And he carries Marnie like a bloody school bag. Here we go. Fifth tackle set here, Johnson. And he's going to kick it high up there for the Doggies to collect.
Huge kick and taken well by Wilson, who starts the attempted tackle, and he just charges up hard. Great debut from this young man, Wilson. Perham now makes about 10 or so meters now. Will play the ball 5 meters over his own 20. Here's Jacob Kiraz now to add on about 7 or so meters. Third tackle now. They're about 15 from halfway here. Here's Corey Waddell to take it up over the 40, and he looked for an offload and was put in an awkward position for a sec. Marnie finds young Edwards, and he takes it up over the halfway line. The tide's turning as far as momentum is concerned, and it's going in the way of the Dogs at the moment. Harrison Edwards now plays the ball. Marnie finds Burton, and Burton puts up a classic.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, taken well.
Honestly, I just want to say, just as good as those bombs have been, how good have the Warriors been just being able to handle it? Gee whiz, honestly. Anyway, Pompey with the ball, far out. Oh, man, Burton has been sensational. Here we go. Chancellor Cooks off to Rocco Berry. Spins inwards, spins outwards, but his tackle there from Ockenbaugh to finish off the crumbs there. Dylan Walker with doesn't look too good there in the eye. And Nicole Cookstad again trying to move his way forward to the halfway line, just about there, 5 meters out. Fourth tackle set here. Egan off to Sean Johnson, who opts to kick instead. And here we go.
All right, Perham's got to do some work here. Catches it on his own 10 and is met there by the Warriors defense on his own 20-meter line. All right, Bulldogs, let's play some footy here. So Karaz now takes it and makes about 10 meters. We'll play the ball on second tackle on the far right edge, running right to left. Second tackle now, Oluwapu finds big Franklin Pele, who's now out there. And, it can't be. It's not, is it? No, so the play's not going to be stopped. It's Tohu Harris that looked like he may have been knocked out. The ball's in the hands of Wilson. He's off and away, showing nice speed, ducking under a tackle of DWZ. Fourth tackle, they're 25 meters out from the try line here, the Bulldogs. Perham, Burton, fourth tackle. He decides to run. Oh, and it's been touched by the Warriors. And it's a knock on, and there's going to be a fresh set of 6 here, 25 meters out. From the try line, the Bulldogs, they're on the attack here, but Harris may not be in a good way, bro.
No, not at all. That did not look good. And Toy Harris is one of those players who can ill afford to get continual head knocks. It's something that's been, unfortunately, part of his career at the Warriors anyway, on a regular basis, unfortunately. So I'm hoping he's A-okay. But again, hats off to Wilson there, pinned the ears back. But again, good to see the Doggies bring in some life to in this half for them in the second half. Unfortunately for me, I'm fuming inside, don't you worry. But it is what it is.
There's so
Bulldogs.
much time. There's so much time. 25 minutes to go. The Bulldogs are going to have a midfield scrum 20 meters out. Oluwapu as the ball, or hands on ball.
Here we go. Come on, boys, defend.
Waiting for the feed. Oluwapu feeds it. Marnie decides to dart to the right-hand side of the ruck. He finds Jake Avarillo, palms off Pompey, but Pompey sticks onto him. like glue, and there was a situation where he could have been dragged out, but play on. Long pass to Oluwapu back in field. Here's Jaden Ockenbaugh, who has made an impact, as Hold the Ball has rightly pointed out. He's going to play the ball 10 metres out. Second tackle now. Marnie waits a dummy half. Passes left infield to Edwards. 6 again has been called here. Is Franklin Pele is stopped there by Harris and Sirenen. Pele plays the ball. Marnie out the back to Corey Waddell. 6 again for the Bulldogs here. Under huge pressure, the Warriors. Waiting for the play the ball. It's only the first tackle. Marnie continues to go out right. He finds Matt Burton. He shrugs off it and set attack by Curran. Burton looking for someone to run underneath him, but no one wants to take a hit up, unfortunately. He didn't want to be tackled on second tackle, but he has. He plays the ball. Waddell at dummy half passes left to Perham. Perham, again, just runs into a cul-de-sac, and he's going to be stopped about 10 meters. They're still 10 meters out. Third tackle now. It's not a great set here. Burton has the ball. Out the back to Big Franklin Pele. Does he just barge himself over? Great battle there great battle with AFB and Pele. Two huge humans. Play the ball now. Marnie passes right to Oluwapu. Oluwapu puts Avarillo back under. He's trying to do some magic, but he can't. I just grab a kick here, look for a repeat set of 6 here. Marnie decides to go left. He finds Matt Burton. He puts in the grubber kick. Preston was onto it, but CNK bats it dead. So they do get the repeat set there. Bad set of 6 there in attack there for the Bulldogs, bro.
I sort of whispered under my breath before the Bulldogs played, defense. So thankfully the Warriors, and we'll just see the replay here. Oh my goodness me! Talk about big bodies there. Was that an attempted shoulder charge? Anyway,
no.
All right. Calm down. What do you do?
Oh, mate. Oh, so they've gone for a short goal line dropout, the Warriors. They're up 18-6, and they win it back. Holy dooly.
Yes. Oh, goodness me. We needed that. The Bulldogs have been relentless this second half. Absolutely, they have been. And again, Adam Pompey. And again, the Warriors offloading off to Lussick. Hold the ball, son, please. That's it. Shoulder barge your way through. Just don't drop that bloody ball. And the Warriors, it looks like Egan's off now. Gee whiz, I thought it would be in Harris, thought it would be off, but Egan's off. Okay. Anyway, chance to goal, Cook's out of the ball, and he's just going to carry it forward. Now the Warriors will do well to try and set a platform here over the 40-meter line just through Adam Funnell-Blake, who's been so good for the Warriors there. Again, a continual workhorse for the Warriors. Lussick off to Volkman off to Curran, and again, Curran tries to run a line. Nearly gets the offload out, but Ockenball makes sure that doesn't happen, unfortunately. Lussick with the ball goes out right this time. He off to Volkman off to Harris off to Johnson looking at DWZ, but he opts to go to Sitch. Oh, Chicago looks but
it's taken there by Carraz. Carraz nearly set sail there. Carraz plays the ball right on the far left edge. Paul Alamotti now makes about 5 or so meters, but up quickly with Sirenen and Dylan Walker. Tackle number 2. They're on their own 12, and through Tavita Pangai Jr. Makes a good 10-meter run up over the 20-meter line. Play the ball on their own 25 here, the Bulldogs, and ball is in the hands of Corey Waddell, and he makes a struggling 10 or so meter run. Will eventually play the ball on his own 40. That's a good run there. And here is Pangai Jr. again to back up a good solid effort. So last tackle now and in the hands of Matt Burton, and he drives it downfield, mate.
Here we go. Please hold. Please grab. Oh my gosh. Wobblin draw. I'm just not confident. What time the ball breaks the line? And he's running. And he steps inwards. Goes over Perham. The Warriors, how did he even do that? The Warriors the ball. Again, here we go. First tackle set 30 meters out. What a break from Montoya. Sean Johnson. Oh. What are you doing? Wobblin draw, sorry, but what are you doing?
Oh, dear. Wilson, great play. Perham breaks him up, straight up the middle. He's ducking, weaving, zigzagging. Always that half a flop there by Rocco Berry. And it is. What's the play? It's nearly a sin bin, but it's not. Rocco Berry just flopped onto Hayes Perham after Wilson diffused a crossfield kick by Sean Johnson. That was a bit too cute from Sean Johnson. It was on, but it needed to be just 10% better, and it could have been something, but great break by Montoya before. Wilson dodged the tackle of DWZ, made about 15 or so meters, then Perham made 20. Berry came in and flopped all over the top of him. So the Bulldogs tapped the ball on halfway, and through big Pengai Jr., they make about 5 or 6 meters there. Rushing up in defense was the Warriors. Marnie passes right infield. Here is Big Franklin Pele, a good, strong 10-meter carry. They're about 31 meters away from the try line with 19 and a half minutes to go. Marnie passes left back in field. Met very quickly there by Lussick was Corey Waddell. It's third tackle. They're 30 meters away. It's the middle of the field. Lazy play the ball by Waddell. Oh, my God, bro.
So, Wobblin, I'm still frustrated from that Sean Johnson kick. I'll take that any day of the week, but gee, was talk about absolute blundering, a golden opportunity there for the Warriors again. Sorry to go that far back. But, yeah, look, gee, yeah. Speaking of blunders.
That was
there
ugly,
you go.
I would tell, man.
Yeah, no, it wasn't great. Again, the Bulldogs had favorable position, attacking position there as well, mind you. Oh, man, honestly, I'm going to cut loose if Sean Johnson does that again. Wilson, from what we're seeing, is too good a player to be fooled by those kicks. Wilson is switched on, and apparently he's from Queensland as well. So, Queenslanders, you guys have got another good one for the future, you lucky buggers. Anyway, Pompey with the ball there, collects it. And Lussick now goes out left to Curran. I'll tell you what, though, gee whiz, the size difference is enormous when Franklin Pele is put into context as well, isn't it? And Adam Funnell back with the ball in hand, and he's tackled low there and high as well from the Doggies. Third tackle set here, the Bulldogs, the Warriors with the ball in hand, apologies. Gee whiz.
Oh, what a collision.
Good collision there by Burn, but Sean Johnson skips his way out. Gee whiz. Sean Johnson, you can't give him even half a chance. Don't do it. And again, going out right side here, Rocco Berry with the ball, and he tries to snipe through a gap here, but good tackle there by the Bulldogs. Wilson as well. Alamotti too. Last tackle set here for the Warriors. Bad pass there by Dallin Watson-Slezniak. A little bit of a darting kick there by Volkman. He's going to hope it touches. Not the case, but good tackle, good response. There we go.
Yeah, good kick a chase and tackle there by Ronald Volkman, and here come the Warriors, man. But Josh Reynolds looks like he's about to come back onto the paddock, have some experience. So Avarillo now, they've only just gotten out of their own 10 meters here, the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs, and it's third tackle. Here's Pengai Jr. to make himself about 5 or so meters. An offload would be handy right now. Fourth tackle now, they're on the far right edge. Fourth tackle, Marnie waiting. There's a bit of crowding. Play on, Cummins says. Out the back to Burton, cut out pass to Preston, and Preston is wrapped up there by Sean Johnson. Great defensive play. Great play by Ronald Volkman before, as well as Burton kicks it out from his own 20. Huge kick that finds CNK on CNK's own 30.
I will say, though, just good positioning there from Chancellor Klukstad to read that.
Definitely.
Here we go. And again, the Warriors with the ball over the halfway line, I think. So again, favorable position. How can they sort of get things rolling here? About 16 minutes, 22 to go on the clock there. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to Wobblin Draw, please. I urge you. You do not want to miss out the good content there. We've got some big plans for the future, just quietly. All right, here we go. Lussick with the ball in hand, goes out right to Walker. Walker, big ball into Harris here. And again, Harris looking for the offload. And you got a charging Bungai Jr. at your legs. Gee whiz, you don't want that to happen to you. And again, Sean Johnson, the ball goes out wide. Off to Dallin Watson-Slezniak. Look at Wilson. Gee whiz,
Sign him up. Sign him up to $1 million contract. Fair dinkum.
Hasn't he had a game? Hasn't he had a game? Sean Johnson, they have a darting little kick there. Here we go. What's going to happen?
And Karaz takes it, but it's rinse and repeat, bro. They're going to start a set inside their own 10-meter zone. Oluwapu still remains on the paddock. Perham now makes about 6 or so meters, but is dragged back a couple. So not too much meterage gained. 10-meter line, center field. Pengai Jr. passes to Wilson, and there is just a car crash of bodies, but it's play on. What's the call here? I don't know. That was just a 5-man pile up just then, but Reynolds and Wilson got in each other's way, and Well, Reynolds was in front of Wilson, and DWZ has hit Reynolds, and Reynolds is pleading with the referee. Penalty for hit off the ball, sir, but it's play on, bro.
Play on. Yeah.
Good call by the referee. Pengai Jr., 30 meters on his own 30, midfield. Marnie, fourth tackle, looking for a 40-20. It's going to be a deep, good one, but CNK has had a fantastic safe game, man. And as he makes more meters. Oh, and he's just knocked on. Marnie passes right to Avarillo. This could be a try to the Bulldogs underneath the sticks through Avarillo. But we got to see a replay. CNK did lose it, but was it a 2-on-1, 3-on-1 strip? So we got to wait to see, bro. Holy dooly.
I think that was similar to the Reece Walsh try. Hang on, here we go. Yeah. In my opinion, there's an attempted strip. In my opinion, in a fast time, that's a strip. You may disagree there, anyone there, but I think that's an attempted strip, in my opinion.
The video referee agrees with you instantly, mate.
Okay, yeah. I will say though, just quickly, I do like how the ref adjudicated that little scenario with Dylan Martinez, Lesnick, and Reynolds. Play on is the best answer there. You know, you could say both players were in the wrong, so you just play on.
It could have been Melbourne and Brisbane last night, mate, but that was the right call.
Cummins has answered. You know what I mean? There was a call for better refereeing, and I'll tell you what, hats off to Cummins. Actually, yeah. That is Cummins, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, here we go. Warriors the ball. Tapped it just before the halfway line here. And Adam Funor-Blake has been, I'll tell you what, it's been Bangai Jr. and Bele versus Adam Funor-Blake, honestly. They've been just awesome. Going at him all day in the second half. So, again, Adam Funor-Blake showing his toughness there on display. Toy Harris as well, the ball in hand. And 14 minutes ago. And John Johnson finds a gap here through Curran. Curran with the ball, and he's just going to muster onwards here. Lussick opts to dummy pass, but runs to the ball. And he's a one-on-one attempt to strip there by Reynolds, but thankfully Lussick gets the ball here. Sean Johnson, Warriors on the front foot, 10 meters out now through Suriname. And about 5 meters out now, the Warriors' best attacking position to be in the second half. So close. Good option, I think, but so close. Fifth and last here now. Oh, gee, was off to Volkman. What's Volkman going to do?
Oh, he played at it. He's regathered. Volkman scores!
Yes! Oh, Volkman! Tell you what. We had magic around last week, but this was a bit of magic here, Wobblin Jaw.
That's what they signed him up for, bro. Oh. He's had a good game tonight, Volkman. A good game. It's just something out of nothing, bro. Kicked for himself. Waddell played at the ball. And tonight, finally, the bounce of the ball is gone the Warriors' way, mate. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Webster there jumping up there. Wobblin Jaw, myself jumping up. Oh, gee whiz. Look, credit to the Bulldogs. Look, I love this try, wrong, but credit to the Bulldogs. They have been so tremendous in the second half. They've definitely been, in my opinion, the better team. In my opinion, the second half. So, I'll take this, though. Good try. It's not over yet, though. All right, it's not over yet, but gee whiz, the Bulldogs have been so good. Just quickly as well, Wobblin Jaw, your thoughts on Wilson?
Oh, what a debut.
Yeah.
Unbelievable debut. And that's Volkman's first try of the year as we see Sean Johnson lining up. 12 minutes to go. You would put forward that is game, set, and match. But 3 tries in 12 minutes, I mean, it'd be up there, but it's not impossible, and it wouldn't be the weirdest thing that's happened.
Oh. And that try came off a really unfortunate just sequence of play. Obviously, Lussick then didn't walk it past it, and it dribbles on the floor. And obviously, Sean Johnson completely misses it. Volkman gets it, goes for a kick. It almost doesn't go his way. Somehow it does. Oh, man. Beautiful, beautiful. 11 minutes 40 to go. Second half. Volkman, thank you very much, young man. Here we go. Bulldogs. Kick it off. Go for a short kick as well, Wobbenjaw.
When it's won by the Bulldogs at the hands of Kyle Oluwapu when he shrugs off Dylan Walker, which is no mean feat, and he's going to be tackled just over the 40-meter line. So they're about 35 meters from the try line here. The Bulldogs need to score now if they want to keep their hopes alive of winning the game. They're now 25 meters out. Reed Marnie passes right infield to Reynolds, out the back to Burton. Burton shrugs off an attempted tackle, and he flick passes. That's way too cute. It's, oh man, Burton, man. Bro,
Pass, eh?
Look, there's a chance that could have gone backwards and traveled forward, if you know what I mean. But
no, understood.
Second tackle, and you just need to hold on to it, bro. Nah, it was forward out of the hands. Burton's chosen wrong sometimes tonight, man, and it probably wasn't going to be a try anyway. He did plan it down Avarillo, but Burton, mate, you just needed to hold on to it.
Yep, absolutely. Oh, here we go. Just quickly there, Wobbenjaw, just a bit of fact there for us to read. Volkman means man of the people in German, and he's definitely united all Warriors fans out there with that excellent effort. Beautiful. Beautiful work there, Nicholas. Absolutely. And the Warriors here, oh, gee whiz, I'll tell you what. The Bulldogs, phew, that's all I can say. Here we go. Adam Fanor-Blake, he's had some big minutes as he offloads the ball to Toy Harris. Toy Harris there is going to collect the few, and he's going to try and pump the legs, but the Bulldogs respond in kind, drag him back as well. And again, Warriors there with the ball through Suriname, who spots a gap, but Marnie, that quick twitch fiber, realizes he steps in and he lowers his body with an excellent tackle there. Didn't walk over the ball. Off to Charles de Gaulle Cookstad, and he's pumping the legs, and he breaks out a Bangai's tackle.
Just cramp.
Oh, you can see his cramp there, Wobbenjaw.
I think so.
The muscle going inward. Yeah. That's the cramp right there. Jeez Louise. Oh.
Just in response to Nicholas McKirch's comment before, you learn something when you watch this as well, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, mate. Yes.
Here we go. Sean Johnson just straight onto it, Wobbenjaw. Fifth and last kick.
All right, Wilson takes it. He has not put a foot wrong tonight, Wilson. He honestly hasn't. Plays the ball on his own 20. Burton passes infield to Paul Alamotti, makes himself about 8 meters. Play the ball on the 30-meter line midfield. Ball's in the hands of Pangai Jr. Wouldn't he love to get an offload off now, but he won't be able to. Stopped a couple meters. Last roll of the dice right now, unless if there's a challenge. Is there going to be a challenge? All righty.
Okay.
So there was a 3-on-1 situation. The referee called that Pangai Jr. had the ball stripped off of him, but Sean Johnson's challenging that, saying that he just knocked on. So this is the game right here.
I think what's happening is Sean Johnson is saying that Bangai Jr. virtually just gave him the ball. Why is he?
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah, Bangai Jr. gave him the ball, so Sean Johnson's saying, why am I getting penalized when he virtually just gave him the ball? This is going to be an interesting one. I don't think I've seen a case like this before, Wobbenjaw.
Oh, it's successful. Oh, last week that would have gone against you. It would have gone against you the week before last week.
Thank you, NRL referees. Thank you, Bunker. Thank you. In my opinion, I don't want to. Look, you may get people saying I'm being silly, but in my opinion, I thought that was the correct call. If you're going to he virtually just gave him the ball. He just said, "Here you go." He once you release your grip, which is what I saw. That's anyone's game, anyone's ball. So that's what I saw there. And you're right, Wobbenjaw. Last week we would have got binned for that. So good work today.
I
as a
don't give
Warriors.
I don't give Ben Cummins raps often, mate, but he has had a good game tonight.
He's done well, in all honesty. There was a cry out for refs, right? To be better and what have you not. But honestly, Cummins has had a good game today. As we Pompey knocked the ball on there.
Oh, bugger. Okay. Well, it's still now sort of game back on, but the Bulldogs need to score in this set of 6 now. But there's going to be a challenge made by the Warriors. Let's see what happens.
Why? No, that's a knock on. Look, that's a knock on in the week. This is look. This what.
No, he's got no control. Oh.
That's a knock on, in my opinion. No, that's a knock on. You can argue he's got grip of the ball the whole way through, but there is movement, and I think there is a slight little wobble, and therefore constitutes a knock on, in my opinion. Right there. Slight, but it's a knock on.
Unsuccessful.
Yeah.
Hooah. It's the Warriors have, by and large, they had such a good first half. It's been a really good game, but even though the Bulldogs have pretty much not been in it much, it's been a good quality game, bro. All right, so scrum, midfield. Oluwapu's got the ball. They're about 15 meters away from halfway, the Bulldogs. Barney decides to go right. He finds Kiraz, and Kiraz takes it up over the 40-meter line and will play the ball on the far right edge of the paddock, running right to left. 8 minutes to go. Oluwapu passes left, finds Edwards and pops the ball back inside to Max King. They need to do a bit better than that. King will eventually play the ball on second tackle. Oluwapu now has the ball and will make about 5 or so meters. Third tackle, they need to be more expansive here. Edwards out. Oh, Edwards was absolutely rocked by a forward just then. Holy smokes. They're about 40 meters out here. Burton's got the ball. He finds Perham. Perham goes all the way out to the right. Edwards, King looking for the offload, but can't. They're 30 meters out now. What do? Do they put the kick in, or do they go through the hands? Burton puts the high ball up for Wilson. Wilson, he's taken DWZ out, unfortunately. Pengai Jr. has just crashed over for a try. Now, it's obviously all got to be confirmed, but it looks like the Bulldogs have scored, but it's been given, but it's all yet to be confirmed. But Wilson potentially has taken DWZ out of play, and this could be a Warriors penalty.
It could be, but I don't know. I'm going to do this. I think it's a try. I think it's a fair try, in my opinion. Oh, okay.
I think, to be brutally honest,
this is a messy one.
It is a messy one. I think Wilson overran the ball and did not purposefully intend to take out DWZ. And I think DWZ even played for the penalty, to be perfectly frank with you. But does it come off Paul Alamotti?
It does.
I just saw Junior in an offside position.
Yeah.
So I think that just might be a Warriors ball.
Here we go.
It touches Alamotti. It's actually come off the melon, actually. Now, Alamotti's touched it, and it's gone forward into Pengai Jr., surely.
Yeah. But look, if they're water try, I'm not going to be upset.
You reckon?
I don't know.
You reckon?
Nah, not really.
No, I wouldn't be bloody happy, bro.
Just quietly, I'm probably more upset about the Wilson DWZ contact, but
yeah.
Here we go.
So I reckon they might have. So they cleared the Wilson DWZ contact.
Okay.
So because, all right, I've got a question. So because Berry touches it first and then it comes down on Alamotti, is that possession to Bulldogs, even though Alamotti did touch the ball eventually into Pengai Jr.? Excuse me.
The question will then be, is it a knock on from Berry?
It did go, I guess he did knock it backwards. Like he was facing his own in goal. Yeah.
Yeah. Here we go. Ladies
So
and gentlemen.
No try. So what's the call? The Warriors are still blowing up about something.
Here we go. What's Cummins going to rule here?
Oh, okay. So they did rule that Berry did knock it on into Alamotti. Or yes.
Fair enough.
It's a hard one. That one's a hard one. A really hard one. So you just got to cop it.
Yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Come on, boys. Defense, defense, defense.
Nah, Warriors. If they score here, Warriors fan base, you can't blow up about that.
No. If this game was close up, gee was.
All right, so there's 7 minutes to go. They're 10 meters out. Scrum midfield. Marnie decides to go left. He finds Alamotti and he finds Wilson. Wilson got nothing to go on. It would be amazing if he scored a try on debut right now, Wilson. Paul Alamotti passes from the ruck, finds Marnie. Marnie finds Pengai Jr. and he will eventually play the ball. Gee whiz, Lussick was doing some work on his knees just then. Marnie passes right of the ruck. Edwards, Burton finds Ockenbaugh. He scores. He scores. There's still a faint glimmer of hope for the Bulldogs. 24 points to 10, 6.5 minutes to go. But Burton has to shoot it. He has to convert it a little bit right of the goalpost, bro.
Absolutely does. And that was a good try to the Bulldogs there. Again, Warriors just defensively come up short there. Pompey, look, I'm going to stop there, Wobblin Jaw, respectfully. I'm not going to mention Pompey again because I'm going to lose it on Pompey.
Yeah, I know what side of the fence you fall on, mate, but I do got to say, even though he is still young, he's still learning, Ronald Volkman could have put his body a little bit more front onto the big man, Jaden Ockenbaugh. So,
that's fair.
Yeah, Pompey needed to also do the same thing too. That's fair.
But in saying that, Ockenbaugh, I'm actually a big fan of Ockenbaugh's. Nigerian Australian, good to see. And there's actually saw like a little small sprinkle of African players coming through the NRL. I believe the Cowboys even have one as well there, Wobblin Jaw. You guys have a player of African descent in your team as well, in your reserves grade, if I'm not mistaken. But no, it's good to see.
Oh, you've put me on the spot there, mate.
Okay. Yeah, no, you got, sorry. He's an African player. Unfortunately, I don't mean to be rude, but I actually forgot his name. But he played.
Marley.
There we go. That's it. Yep.
Yeah, he was named on the reserves, I believe, this weekend as well. So he is impressing Todd Payton, bro. But let's focus back here on this game. It's 24 points to 12, 2 tries in 5.5 minutes. It's still wild, but it's still not the weirdest thing we've seen in rugby league, bro. And the Dogs at times tonight have bent the line back of the Warriors. So, alrighty, Warriors through the boot of Sean Johnson resume play. Kiraz takes it on his own 10 and finds Pengai Jr. And he is stopped on his own 15 on the far right edge. Olawapu at dummy half, passes left. Kiraz, Perham out the back to Burton. Here's Alamotti. Alamotti in a battle with Berry, and Berry does well.
Good defense.
Tackled on the 20-meter line on the far left edge now. Preston, 5 meters. Third tackle. 5 meters short of the 30-meter line. Third tackle. Marnie. He finds Edwards. Edwards, a nice game from him tonight. Edwards will play the ball just over his own 40. Marnie, he finds Pengai Jr. Olawapu, Avarillo, back left to Perham. Perham, ducking, zigzagging, weaving, will eventually play the ball. Oh, man, that was an impressive set, man. But Matt Burton again puts in a smallish sort of a kick. Bad set.
And Sean Johnson there collects it calmly. Tackled there by Preston and co. Rocket Berry off to Dylan Watson and Selesniak, who's featured heavily in a running sense in this game here. And the penalty there too.
Game over.
Yep. I will say, though, for the Bulldogs, Wilson. What's his first name there, Wobblin Jaw? Sorry.
Blake
Wilson. I'll tell you what, man. Not a bad replacement there for Ed O'Carr at all. I think he's done so well this game, and he's one for the future. And I'm a big fan of his. That's all I want to say. I'm a big fan of his. As the Warriors, they're 3:39 the clock to go in the second half, and what has been a very frantic, tough game. And apologies for not even changing the scoreboard. Sorry there, Bulldogs fans. Apologies for that. I did not mean that at all. Here we go. Sorry. And running the ball there is Surinen. And he gets tackled there, 3:22. Sorry, guys. I'm going to change the score as soon as possible. Lussick there goes out left this time. He off to Sean Johnson. Johnson off to Bunty R4. And he's going to do what Bunty does from the back fence. All the way as up the guts as possible. And Freddie Lussick there with the ball. Looks around, goes left. But goes right this time here through Marata Nukore. And it's a forward pass.
All right. Bulldogs, last chance. 3 minutes to go. You got to get in there and stop the clock or play the ball, man. All righty. All right, so the clock is stopped with 2 minutes, 48 to go. It's going to be a scrum on their own 10-meter line. They got to show so much more. So much more in attack right now, the Dogs. And Oluwapu feeds it. Marnie goes left to the scrum. Alamotti out the back to Perham, and Perham knocks it on. No, he doesn't touch it. Holy crap. All right, Wilson now plays the ball. And Alamotti able to make about 5 meters. He's going to be stopped just short of the 20-meter line. Midfield, second tackle. Pangai Jr. out the back to Oluwapu. Burton now out to Avarillo on the far right edge. Flick pass to Jacob Kiraz. Third tackle, just short of the 30-meter line. Third tackle. 2 minutes, 15 to go. Burton now. Burton out the back to Marnie. Perham, Alamotti, Wilson steps back, comes back over the 40-meter line by a couple. Fourth tackle now. They've got to do something here. They're all so extremely deep. Burton, cut out pass to Oluwapu. Oluwapu finds Avarillo. Carraz has got the ball now. Just hold on to it, but pass it though. Not kick it. No? Okay, so they're going to go for a Hail Mary bomb for Matt Burton here. Oluwapu, he finds Matt Burton. Burton strikes it high up in the air. It's going to come down. It bounces on the grass, and it goes the way of Chance Nickel Klukstar. Finally, the bounce of the ball, the calls, everything has gone the New Zealand Warriors' way tonight. Hold the ball. Congratulations, mate. There's less than 90 seconds remaining, and the Warriors have done this, and they got the bye next week. Well done, mate.
Thank you, Wobblin Jaw. But just quickly, I've got here just something here something nice for you to read there from
What's that?
A fan of both of ours from Taylor Brooks there in the comments.
I heard that you were a guest at the Magic Fan Warriors meetup. Did you have a good time? I hope my fellow Warriors brothers treated you well, mate. Couldn't have been nicer. Could not have been a better afternoon meeting up with some fellow rugby league tragics, mate.
That's it. No, it was good. It was good. Fifth and last here for the Warriors is Bunty R4. Gets tackled by Okunbo. Sean Johnson just going to give it a big punt and collected there by Perham.
Perham's got the ball, and he's going to he fights. He passes right to Jacob Carraz. Carraz offloads to Jake Avarillo. I reckon that could have gone forward, but Avarillo flicks it back inside. He finds Perham. Oluwapu now, rainbow ball to Burton. Wilson's now got the ball. He's got a bit of space in front of him. He goes up over the halfway line. He goes up over the 40-meter line. He breaks the tackle. Sign him up to frigging $1 million a year, if you don't mind. So we've got Marnie now, sorry. Finds Burton, 10 seconds to go. They're not stopping here. Perham passes the ball to Carraz. Carraz puts in a chip kick, and it's just bouncing all over the shop, and that will be game, set, and match. Well done, hold the ball.
Thank you there, Wobblin Jaw. Look, we needed that game. We needed that win, and that's exactly what happened there. I did predict the Warriors to go 13 plus. Wasn't quite the case, but that's okay. We'll take it. Respectfully, though, the Bulldogs, considering, the second half, they were the better team by far. In saying that, though, I'll take this win. I'm happy about it. Wobblin Jaw, before we sort of close off, please give me your thoughts on this game.
Yeah, credit to the Bulldogs for coming back in, but yeah, they're missing. They're only really missing Addo Carr and Kikau and Luke Thompson. I reckon they're about 70-80% strength there, mate. But yeah, they need a little bit more X factor. Oluwapu could have done something at the end there, but wasn't meant to be, bro. But yeah, a solid Friday night game of footy with you, mate. Thank you for having me, and thank you to everybody that's tuned in and said good day. Thank you.
No, thank you again, Wobblin Draw, and for being here. And again, I hope you guys enjoyed. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and follow Wobblin Draw on Instagram, Twitter, as well as YouTube as well. But again, thank you again, Wobblin Draw, for calling this game with me. Take care, ladies and gentlemen, and you guys will see us next week. That is for sure.
Do you want to make it official? Do you want to make it official?
Yep, sure.
All right. So next Thursday, probably the game of the round, man. Broncos versus Panthers on Thursday night footy on my channel, the Wobblin Draw Sports channel. That's the next stream that we are going to do. That is a blockbuster in waiting. Cannot wait to call that one with you, mate.
That's absolutely. I'm looking forward to that game. That should be a very good physical game as well. Expecting a big response from the Broncos for sure. In saying it though, Wobblin Draw, thank you for today. And take care, everyone. Take it easy. See you guys next week. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Hold the ball.